After years grinding away in the cutthroat world of Silicon Valley tech, my wife Sophia and I finally escaped to the quiet suburb of Oak Valley. I was Jack, the burnt-out engineer dreaming of lazy mornings with coffee and a good book, and Sophia, well, she was my rock, always composed, with a past she kept locked away like a classified file. We bought this charming two-story colonial with a wraparound porch, surrounded by manicured lawns and whispering oaks. Those first days were pure bliss. Bird songs at dawn, evening walks hand in hand, no more endless emails or midnight deadlines. Little did I know, our paradise was about to turn into a battlefield, exposing secrets that would shake the entire neighborhood to its core. It started on our third day. We were unpacking boxes when Brenda, the self-appointed queen of the Homeowners Association, marched up our driveway with her husband Harold in tow. Brenda was all pearls and pinched lips, the kind of woman who thrived on control, while Harold, a slick city councilman, flashed his badge like it made him untouchable. "Security check," Brenda snapped, demanding our IDs as if we were intruders in our own home. Sophia, ever the picture of calm, politely refused. "This is private property," she said, her voice steady but edged with steel. Tension crackled like lightning. Brenda's face twisted in fury, and before we could blink, she dialed emergency services, spinning a wild tale of armed threats and suspicious activity. Sirens wailed, and suddenly our yard swarmed with a SWAT team, helmets, rifles, the works. My heart pounded as they burst through the door, shouting orders. But then, something surreal happened. The lead officer locked eyes with Sophia, his expression shifting from aggression to recognition. "Stand down," he barked at his team. Whispers rippled through the ranks. Level 7 clearance. They apologized profusely, backing off like scolded dogs, leaving Brenda humiliated and fuming on the sidewalk. As the vans peeled away, she shot us a glare that promised war. What the hell was level 7? Sophia just squeezed my hand, murmuring, "Old job perks." That night, I pressed her, but she deflected with a kiss, saying it was ancient history from her days in elite security ops. I let it go for then. Word spread like wildfire. Brenda painted us as dangerous outsiders, whispering lies at block parties and on neighborhood chats. Drug dealers, fugitives, you name it. The once friendly faces turned cold. Fines piled up for nonsense trash cans an inch too far from the curb, a stray weed in the flower bed. Even our welcome mat deemed non-compliant. Whispers followed us at the grocery store. Kids crossed the street to avoid us. Isolation set in, but not everyone bought the smear campaign. Our neighbor Tony, a grizzled mechanic with a heart of gold, slipped us intel over the fence. "Brenda's gunning for an expulsion vote," he warned. "She's got the HOA board in her pocket." Sophia nodded, her eyes calculating. While I fumed and paced, ranting about lawsuits, she stayed eerily serene, plotting like a chess master. We shifted gears from defense to offense. Sophia's background wasn't just security. She'd been a top-tier operative, handling threats that made corporate espionage look like child's play. Her level 7 clearance meant federal protection, but it had limits against local pests. We documented everything: timestamps, photos, recordings. Hidden cameras went up around the house, catching Brenda's late-night attempt to snoop or worse, break in. The footage was gold, her gloved hands jiggling the lock. Sophia tipped off her old contacts at DHS, and agents swooped in, cuffing Brenda for trespassing and attempted burglary. She screamed bloody murder as they dragged her away, but bail got her out quick. Harold retaliated hard, weaponizing his council seat. Bogus parking tickets, our car towed twice, endless safety inspections that turned our home upside down. That's when Sophia laid it bare. Level 7 keeps the big guns at bay, but these small-town tyrants? We handle them ourselves. Her voice carried a chilling authority, hinting at missions I'd never fathomed: covert ops in shadows where rules bent and lives hung by threads. It sparked arguments between us. I worried about ethics, about crossing lines into vigilante territory. But Sophia argued back, fierce and unyielding. They started this war. We end it. We tailed Harold's money, uncovering shady deals. Posing as a real estate developer, I baited him at a gala, recording his eager pitch for bribes to fast-track permits. The tape revealed the rot. Harold was in bed with Victor Hale, a ruthless tycoon scheming to buy out Oak Valley dirt cheap through fraud, flipping it into a sprawling megamall that would bulldoze homes and displace families. It was corruption on steroids, profiting off people's lives while preaching community values. The hypocrisy boiled my blood. How many had they already ruined? Threats escalated. Hale's goons cornered us in a dark alley after a late dinner, knives glinting under streetlights. "Back off or else," one growled. Sophia moved like a ghost, disarming one with a swift kick, slamming another against a wall. They fled, bruised and bewildered, but not before I caught a punch that left my jaw throbbing. "You okay?" she asked, wiping blood from her knuckles. I nodded, awestruck and terrified by her lethal grace. Was this justice or revenge? The line blurred, fueling heated debates in our kitchen. Sophia defending preemptive strikes as necessary, me questioning if we were becoming the monsters we fought. We prepped for the HOA expulsion meeting like a military op. Evidence dossier and hand recordings, financial trails, witness statements. Sophia called in favors, a sharp-eyed journalist for exposure, state police led by Captain Hayes for muscle. Tony rigged a distraction, accidentally, spilling coffee on the projector mid Brenda's tirade. Chaos erupted as I hijacked the setup, beaming proof onto the screen. Harold's bribes, Hale's fraud docs, Brenda's break-in video. Gasps filled the room. "This isn't about rules," I thundered. "It's about greed destroying our homes." Brenda lunged, screeching denials, but Hale's thugs burst in, guns drawn, aiming to silence us for good. The room exploded into pandemonium. Chairs flew as neighbors dove for cover. Sophia sprang into action, a whirlwind of precision-dodging bullets, flipping one assailant over a table, choking out another with a chokehold that left him gasping. I grabbed a fire extinguisher, blasting foam into faces, buying time. Captain Hayes's team stormed in, tasers crackling, cuffing the lot. Harold for corruption, Brenda for conspiracy, Hale for racketeering and assault. As they were hauled away, Brenda spat venom. "You'll regret this." But the crowd's cheers drowned her out, a tidal wave of relief washing over Oak Valley. In the aftermath, the community threw off its chains. A new HOA formed, sane and fair, with Tony as treasurer keeping things honest. Sophia and I reclaimed our peace, gardening by day, stargazing at night. But victory came with scars. Whispers lingered about Sophia's shadowy past, sparking debates. Was her force justified, or did it set a dangerous precedent? Some hailed her as a hero, others murmured about unchecked power. 6 months on, life hummed tranquilly, our home a sanctuary once more. Yet Sophia's eyes still scanned the horizon, a silent vow. Cross us again, and the storm returns. In a world of hidden agendas, sometimes the only way to win is to fight fire with fire and damn the controversy.